Okay, so on the idea of parallel timelines or past, present, and future versions of yourself, which seems to be the case. The one that you're currently in is like the mainframe or the base level version of self. And as you make choices through your day, through your life, in the quantum nature of the system, then it would make sense that other versions are branching off and taking the other choices that you didn't take. So if you have 3 options to turn left, turn right, or go straight, and you go straight, well then there's 2 other versions that turn left and right. And that's just a simple explanation of what it would be. And according to Og, the normal view, the correct view, the real reality is the whole aspect, the whole perspective of all of them, of all the yous. You know, think of Rick and Morty. There's a million Ricks running around. There's a million Mortys, and there's a million all the other rest of the family members. But when you're experiencing A to B chronological timelines, and you just have the one self, then you're not directly aware of the other versions, although you can think of them, you can imagine them, because you can see all of the choices that you've made, and you can see the possible branch off points, and it's not it's not difficult to take the leap of imagination and see that simultaneously there's other versions doing other things. If you think of the chronological aspect of it, the linear timeline aspect, it's like, you know, I've said it before, but it's like focusing in is like the needle on the record. It doesn't mean that all the past parts of the record don't exist anymore or they can't happen anymore. It just means that you're playing this particular part, and all the rest of them are accessible if you wish. Akashic records, you can do past life regressions. You can, when you dream, you're transversing all of them in various ways. It's just that we're compressed down into this, crunched and smushed down into this one only aspect, and the only access we have to the others is through imagination. But in my view, those other parts of yourself, the fragmented parts of yourself that you're not aware of, are just as much you as this one linear piece that you're currently experiencing. So you're also responsible for those, and you're responsible for what happens to those versions. And in my view, the way that you take responsibility, the best way to do it is to take full responsibility for this version, and then the other derivatives of that are going to be related to this version's path. And if you take a healthy path and healthy eating and healthy relationships, kindness, compassion, all these good things that we want for ourselves and for others, then the derivatives will split off in tangential directions to the main healthy path that you're going down in this one linear timeline. So it's a way to heal the others, because if you're doing, you know, ugly things and you're being mean to people, or you take it further and you end up killing somebody or whatever, bad stuff, then the derivatives are going to be related to that, and they're not going to be too far off from that. So the way to heal the fragmented parts of yourself would be to be as honest and truthful compassionate and loving with this current version as you possibly can, and the other versions will they will be related to what you're doing here. So they may not happen exactly the same, and they can't happen exactly the same, but they won't fall too far from the tree, so to speak, the apples. So yeah, that's a little bit of multiple self-talk. Back in Fresno, it's hot. It's 90 degrees outside. So yeah, be well, peeps.